you go. Hello, this is our opinion, and I'm Ruben with
Hilario. And today we're going to be talking about Snowden, starring Joseph Gordon-Levitt, Shane Woodley, and Zachary Quinto as the main protagonist of the story, directed by Oliver Stone. And at first we're going to go over to the story, which I'm going to...
It's about Snowden, obviously. He was in the CIA. He was being trained, a mentor, and he basically, obviously, took some information from the government because he thought the government was being kind of shady about basically
not really going about it the way, you know, warrant, search, then get it done.
Right. They were going into our private scenes, basically hacking into our phones, into our computers, and watching us all the time, everywhere,
Not all
every
the time,
minute, every. Basically, that's the way it felt. But yeah, that's basically what the story was about. And then he got out with the information, went to another country, gave the information to some reporters, then went to another country, and right now he's gonna be there for another 2 or 3 years until obviously Russia kicks him out now, which he's in Russia. So for now, that's basically it.
Overall, it is an interesting story. I was intrigued throughout the whole movie. The concept, I wanted to know more, but to me, they try to focus more on the love life as well, which I understand every movie needs it. This movie didn't really need it that much. I could use a little bit less. But overall, everything else was really good. I thought the actors were great. The person that probably stood out the most for me was Zachary Quinto, who played a journalist in the movie. I just felt like he probably portrayed the character that he was playing the best.
Kind of. I feel like he did play his role pretty good, but I liked Nicolas Cage, which he was in it. I liked him a lot because he was Nicolas Cage. I don't know if it was actually an actual person in the actual real life story. Maybe they just put him in there to fill in the gaps, but I liked his part.
He was one of my favorite parts, but it threw me out of the movie, just like other actors threw me out of the movie. Certain scenes threw me out of the movie.
Oh yeah, right, because in the movie he was Nicolas Cage. You couldn't see past that, so that is true.
The score also really took me out of the movie. It just felt forced. Some of the songs felt forced. At certain points they did a good job with it, like when they were creating suspense, they put just the right music in order to build it up. In other scenes it just didn't feel necessary, like when they're in a club, I didn't see that scene as necessary that much. And the cinematography was pretty good. It wasn't great, it wasn't phenomenal, it was just good.
Yeah, the cinematography was good at some points. Some points it was just too bland. Like it felt like it was being filmed for like a TV show for me sometimes, or like a TV movie kind of feel to it. And then sometimes the cinematography felt great. It was beautiful, but it was here and there. It was like a miss sometimes, hit and miss.
And what would you say stood out the most for you in the movie?
The thing that stood out the most for me was Nicolas Cage.
Because he was
Nicolas Cage.
He wasn't bad or good.
He was just Nicolas Cage.
Nicolas Cage,
which is awesome.
For me, probably
it's almost like Samuel L. Jackson.
Yeah, but no, Samuel. See, I could take.
Only this is like the white version.
No, because I could take Samuel Jackson seriously. In certain, I mean, I didn't.
Right, but I'm saying every movie has Samuel Jackson, and sometimes I feel like every movie should have a Nicolas Cage.
My favorite scene is probably when he's trying to take the information out of the CIA building. And it's a very intense scene, which they added the right music to it. They shot it well, and it ends with this great scene of him walking out with a giant smile on his face because he knows he's going to get away with it. He knows he's going to be able to get the information out to the public and let them see what he knows, what they see.
Actually, I don't even know if it felt like he knew he was going to get away with it. The smile and him being happy just felt like he was relieved that he got away with it at that point. During the process of him trying to get out and smiling, it was more like a fake smile, and then afterwards it felt more real.
I mean, that could be left up to him.
And that was like the only time he actually smiled, because through the whole movie it was like this like absence of feeling happy. He was depressed through the whole movie.
It was the weight of his job. He knew he was in charge of stopping terrorists.
No, I know, but it still felt like he was too depressed. But which is fine, which is what they were going for. Which made that part where when he went out with the information, where he felt relieved and happy, made it actually feel like, yeah, he's actually happy now. At that point, at that moment.
I think overall this film did let me down. It looked like it had way more potential, especially because I'm a really big Joseph Gordon-Levitt fan.
Yeah,
I do like.
guy.
I love all the movies he's in.
Because he's handsome.
The Walk was probably the last one, which I also really enjoyed. Which some people, the same problem they had with this one is the voice. I got over it right away.
Probably, I mean, he's still handsome. His voice did take me out of it, you know. But I guess that's the voice he was going for, which is fine. At the end, through the whole movie, you kind of get used to it. So yeah, he's right. You get used to the voice.
I think overall, if I had to give this movie a score between 0 and 10, I would have to give it like a 5.8 to a 6, because I did enjoy it. I had major issues with it, but overall, it's still an enjoyable film. I suggest people go out there to see it especially if you want to get to know a little bit more. Overall, I recommend people go see it.
My gut feeling makes me want to give it a 5, so I'm going to give it a 5.1. Yep.
And if you want to break down my personal score, you can follow me at ouropinions84 on Twitter, where I will give you a breakdown of what I felt about the story, what I felt about the characters, the cinematography, the score, and the wow factor. And you?
And they can just follow me at Hiruse. That is Hiruse at Hiruse if you want to just follow me. Basically, that's it. What likes that?
I have no idea what likes that.